welcome to Desert Isle Crafting. I'm Christy. How are you today? I hope you all are having a beautiful day. It is Thursday, August 3rd, and I can't wait for summer to end. How about you? We look forward to it. Maybe it's just because of where I live, but it has cooled down and we have gotten some rain, so I'm really happy about that. What I have for you today is a review of some items from DIY Choose. If you have never shopped in their store before, they offer all kinds of crafting supplies, whether it be diamond painting or paint by number, wax seal, resin molds, cross stitch, and their variety and your choice of patterns and pictures is massive. Thousands and thousands to choose from. I call them a budget-friendly store because I think they have really good prices and their customer service is great. They're very easy to work with, and if you have any problems with anything you purchase from them, just shoot them an email and they'll help you out. I have 2 cross-stitch kits and a tool today, but before we start, I would like to thank all my subscribers for watching my channel. I really appreciate you very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about it. If you like this video, please hit the like button because it really does make a big difference with YouTube. So let's get going on this. I haven't even opened this up yet. This is a cross-stitch tool. So let's take a look at it. Now, this was $3.19. And when I saw these on the website, I didn't realize they were so tiny. But these are floss organizers, and they're little ones. And very faintly, you can see that they're numbered. The holes are numbered. So there's 2 of them. This one, 20 in each one. So you can do 40 colors. If you have a kit that's up to 40 colors, you can put them in. I'm not really thrilled with how little the holes are with this, but if you were doing, let's say, one of those kits that is a sampler type where it's just a partial and it's not a full coverage and there's a whole lot of white space in there and you don't have a lot of, like, 40, 30 strands of one color, you only have a few, these would work really good for that. If you can't see those numbers that are so light, stickers would work great for that too. I'm going to get a measurement for you here on how long these are. I really did not know these were so little. They're 8 inches long. So for one of those smaller little sampler kits, I think these would work great because I have a tendency to rip, I have a tendency to rip those cardboard or those paper stock floss organizers, but these were really cute. 2 of them for $3.19. I thought that was a really good deal, and I like the size. So if you're taking one of those little kits with you, these will fit in your bag really easily because they're not super big. The first kit I have is a kitty. It's called Cat Wearing a Garland. It's a Joy Sunday wannabe. I say that only because we've got the logo up here and their formatting is all the same, but it doesn't say Joy Sunday. This is a 16 count, and I just, I love my kitty, so I thought she was absolutely beautiful. I have never had an orange tabby kitty before, but I just thought she was just, look at that face, it's so cute. Here we've got all the wonderful directions on the back that come with these kits. Perfect kits for beginners. Let's take a look at this and see what it looks like. This isn't a super big picture either, which is really nice. So this is a 30 by 30 centimeter. Here's the picture without the glare. Is her face just beautiful? What a sweet expression on her face. And here they put on their paper pattern the picture again, very clearly printed. When you see lines like this, those are back stitching. And you have a lot of back stitching around the flowers and the ear, but the eyes too. That just adds detail. That makes the picture stand out even more. We have 38 colors here. with 8 backstitching colors. And then we have 2 different color charts. We're going to look and see why. Let me move the floss out of the way. Sorry, I've got guys working out in the street if you hear any noise. So when I look at the actual fabric, these are the symbols here that are on the fabric. These are the symbols that are on the pattern. They don't match. They don't match. So I'm really, really glad to see that they have printed both of these on here. I think it will eliminate a lot of confusion instead of having to look and say, oh, number 1, well, what is it on here? Okay, that's number 1 down there. That's a red block. So that would be inside of her eyes. And when we look at the picture, you see number 1 here is inside of her eyes. So I like that they're doing that. I haven't seen this before, so this must just be with the new kits. But the pattern on the paper is very pretty, printed very clearly. It is glossy. You can write on it if you need to. It's all gridded so that when you look at your fabric, you've got your grid lines if you need to find it on here for clarification or for to do all this back stitching. It'll be really easy to find it because this is gridded too. Let's look at this. Now she's not too big at all, which I'm real happy with. 16 counts, so it's a lot smaller, and that means 16 squares per inch, where usually we're looking at 11 and 14 squares per inch. If it was that size, if it was that 11 squares per inch, this picture would be a whole lot bigger. Nice serged edges with your product number up here at the top. It's 148 stitches wide by 148 stitches tall, so it's nice and square, and I like the fact that they let you know that information. I am going to measure it for you here. And so this is going to be 9 3/8 inches across. Should be the same. Yep, and about 9 3/8 inches down. So it's a nice square, not real big. You've got a whole lot of confetti here, but I think that's just because that's the kind of, it's just a cat picture. They want to bring out as much detail as they can. Very clearly printed. You can see the symbols really, really well. And for 16 count, I would use 2 strands of floss. Is that gonna be just adorable? I think that's gonna be so pretty. Now let's look at the floss. Lots and lots of pinks for those flowers in her garland on her head. We do have 2 needles. These are the floss cards that I really like because they give you the number of your floss that you will find on your legend, and then a color code to go with it, the DMC code, and then they tell you how many strands of floss that they've given you to go with that. So we've got some just beautiful colors, oranges and pinks, tans. And then when we flip it around, we've got, let's see if I can get these together, nice soft floss, a lot of greens, some more pinks. I think they have every shade of pink here that exists. There's so many different pinks. And then all the oranges for the cat. Oh, she's going to be so pretty. Was it Natalia that I was watching on Lovecraft Forever? I think she stitched the eyes. Was it on this cat? And they were just beautiful. Just beautiful. And I was really surprised because I watch her videos too, that I think she reviewed this one because I had already ordered it. It just hadn't arrived. It took a long time to get here. I was like, oh, we all get so many of the same pictures. But this is a precious kit. And this kit is $8.49. I mean, what a great price for what you get. Everything you need, like I say, except for the scissors. So I'm just going to set that one aside. And this next kit, I've been seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and thought, no, 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 no. But then I thought, let's give it a try. So this is one of those silhouette kits from the Joy Sunday. I'm just going to call it Joy Sunday. It's a 14 count. It's Thumbelina. They have 6 different fairy tale silhouette kits that you can get. This kit was $8.29. So we've got the great instructions on the back. And like I always say, please, no wet hands, and keep your liquids away from these because this ink does wash out really well. And then you'll just be referring to your paper pattern for the whole thing. Let's take a look at this one. So here's the picture without the glare. So we've got the fairies up here, and the tree, and the birds, and the blind mice, and the frogs. And I have not ever done a silhouette type picture before. So I thought, let's give it a try. And it's one of those, like, let's see, was with the cat where it's a partial. So with Kitty, you don't do any of the white areas. Well, with this one, you're not going to do any of the white areas either. Let's look at the pattern. They've got it divided up into 6 pages, 6 sections, really big printed. You will only use 310 black for this whole thing. Now, I suppose if you wanted to, you could add a little color here and there. I like the fact that they have it divided up like that. As you can see, it's very easy to read. You can start this in the middle. You can start this at a corner, wherever you like. My only wish was that the backstitch sections, if they had maybe done it in a contrasting color, like a yellow or a green or a red, just so that on the paper pattern it's easier to see. And it's backstitching all in here, and these flowers. I mean, there's not a whole lot of it, but real easy to see. Let's look at the actual fabric for this. And as you can see, a whole lot of black with a couple needles. Very, very simple. This would be a good beginner kit. Find a fairy tale that you like, and it would be a really, really good beginner kit. Right off the bat, I can see that they have put in the back stitching. So really, being that you're not going to have any other cross-stitching threads behind it, you've got it all on here for you. If you wanted to, you could use a different color thread, some pinks, some reds, and do the flower outlines. If you want, you could do maybe some really pretty blues and purples in here, just for the back stitching inside the butterflies. So this is printed in a green. It's serged edges with your product number. Actually, this fabric has a nice feel to it. It's not as thick as some of them are. So this is going to soften up in your hands. I would stitch this in hand like I do most. And being that there's just black, I mean, you can just go to town on this and you wouldn't even need to refer to your pattern at all. This is so pretty. It is 158 stitches wide by 208 stitches tall. I'll get a measurement on it for you. Have any of you bought any of these silhouette kits, and have any of you done them? I'm real curious to know. Let's see what this is. 11.5 inches across. By just short of 15 inches vertically. It's nice size. You could get all 6 of these fairy tale silhouette kits, and you could do them. I think they'll stitch up really fast. You can frame them and have fairy tales in like a kid's room, in a TV room, you know, kids, grandkids. I just think these are so cute. I wish I would have gotten this earlier. See how clearly printed that is? So easy to see. 14 count. You'll use 2 strands. Now there are some half stitch areas here where you see the little green checkerboard. I don't know if I can find them or not. Let's see if I can. Yeah. So in sections like this, you'll do half stitch in all those squares, which is nice. Half stitch is easy. Inside the flowers, you'll also do half stitch. Oh, how nice is that? You could even do half stitch in maybe a gold. If you wanted to add just a little teeny pop of color, do half stitch in gold in the center of the flowers. That would be really pretty too. That's the cool thing about this cross stitch, is you can personalize it and make it your own. Do it any way you want. You could do any color combination. And I don't really think it would, the silhouette thing is always black. But when you add little pops of color here and there, I just think that would make it really pretty. So I think I said this kit was $8.29. I think that is a great deal too. Right now, DIY Choose is having 21% off any order over $1, and that's an automatic. You don't need a coupon code. And if I have a coupon code for you, I will put it down below in the description, and I'll put it up on the screen. They do have a special where if you bundle any 3 kits, it's $24.99 for a bundle of 3, and free shipping over $39, which I think is pretty good. So we've got the Thumbelina, we've got the Pretty Kitty, and then we've got these little floss organizers. These floss organizers would work great with this kit. I mean, you could divide that floss up and just put it on here, stick one of them in the bag with it, and you're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.